speak on three aspects. Okay, every one of you speak on three aspects, because me speaking and teaching you, and rather not teaching, telling you that these are the points, you must have learned, and in your mind you say, yeah, I did. Instead of that, I really wanted to come from you people. Okay, so three aspects I really want you to come up with. Aspect number one is what sort of emotions that you really experience throughout this activity. It could be 1, 2, 3 various emotions you can mention. Second aspect is what are the learning points. Okay, they're here, but individually it could be different. As I was telling him, for him, learning from that particular activity can be way different from other people. Okay, same goes probably with the ladder as well. Alright, so ladder and slackline are the activities. Learning is individual and it can be vastly different, okay. And third point is, where do you think you can really utilize them in your work scenario? Typically, thinking and linking process goes like this, that once you've taken out learning and we highlight if learning is this, then takeaway point can be different or it can be same. Okay, for example, in the morning I talked about Fuljadi and small kid learning how to, burn fatakas and all that. But then once he has taken a learning that how to hold that Fuljadi, okay, that's learning. Takeaway point is, or transfer of learning is, when the small kid, same kid, goes for a school camp, or recently what we witnessed with the Holi, when he is there, he immediately knows that is hot, red, धुआं आ रहा है उसमें से, अगर मैं हाथ लगाऊंगा तो चटका लगेगा. Now that is metaphoric transfer of learning. So what activities we did, we are not going to do any mastery in those activities. We really want to utilize some quick learning points can be taken to the work. They are takeaway points. Okay, so emotions, learning, and where else you can use in your personal or work life, whatever you think you have picked up. Okay, three aspects, maximum 2 sentences per person. Alright, if you ask me, I might start something like this. Okay, overall session was excellent. Sort of emotions that I felt, assume that I'm one of you. Okay, so sort of emotions that I felt. At times during Save the World activity, I felt frustrated, I felt I'm losing out patience, I felt that people are not listening to me, and it was really, I was disappointed in myself as well as in people that they're not listening to me. And the learning from that is, I kept some patience, I really understood what is to be done, I observed very good teamwork, I being part of team and perfect team player, I really got the grip on what is teamwork. And then eventually takeaway point is, at work when we have group meetings, it usually goes haywire. When we have group meetings, loudest person termed as, okay, looks like he's a leader, bahut baat kar raha hai. Yeah, that's the perception people carry. And unfortunately, then all my things, thoughts and ideas are remaining within me. So when I was telling Vishal, I told you people that taking that social face away, as Vishal revealed that turned out to be a good takeaway. So yeah, maybe that's one good takeaway. Taking social face away means I literally expressed my ideas during team meeting and it worked, or rather it will work, assuming that you are in the future scenario, work, social, personal life, anything, okay, something like that. So max of 2 sentences, try and contain it, so that we'll be able to finish on time. Are we good with this? By the time these people are jotting down their learnings, all right? Where do we start from? Jotting? I think. Yeah.
For me, when I was doing that slackline activity, in the start I think I can't do it, but with the help of all of my team members, I do it. Okay, I think it's good to believe in your people. That will help you, and you can achieve anything.
So, it's trust?
Yeah, it's trust.
Yeah. And where do you think the connection of this going into work?
In my day-to-day life, if there is any project, anything, I have to believe in my people. If I think this person can't do it, but it's not, I have to believe on that people, and definitely he will do it.
Okay. Yeah.
have similar emotions. But I guess it takes a lot for people to come out of the comfort zone and try something new. But once you do that, you at the end of it you feel like you really achieved something, and then the sense of fulfillment is really really high. And when you do it with a team and not as an individual, I think that sense is multiplied more. So even when I did my Slackline, because I couldn't finish the ladder, and I did it, and everybody clapped. It just felt so nice. I did something, made my team proud, and I finished it. So I think believing in team and getting out of the comfort zone to do certain things, you have to take those risks. And I think when I go back, but taking risks, I do take risks. But something that I would take back is the thing that we started out with, which is the first session wherein the whole strategizing, or the time that you spend in strategizing, times you need to have that group thinking, because that's what really matters. I think that's something I want to apply really more frequently than what I've been doing so far.
We planned actually yesterday. When I came in here, I was not feeling better. So after seeing this activity, I myself became very energetic.
That's good.
So all the team members equally contributed. Like everyone applied their own logic. Myself, we were scared actually. But always we have a positive approach, and there were 2 tasks where we actually lifted him.
I understand. And it's so good that at that time you didn't tell him, Ashu, मैं पकड़ाऊँ तेरे को, but I'm also scared. That's exactly what Anu said, is the motivation, okay? You really motivate, and then eventually the trusting element. And if anyone feels, by the time this line starts and ends here, people are thinking like, यार मेरी बारी आएगी. Tension मत रखो, जो दिल में आएगा बोलो, हिंदी में बोलो चलेगा. I understand Marathi, Hindi. So express yourself 100% has got nothing to do with English. Communication on the whole has got nothing to do with English. 7% communication happens through spoken word. 33% tonal value. And balance 55 to 60% is your physiology, that is non-verbal language. And so much importance we give to the spoken and accented English. If client is foreigner, yeah, I understand. You are on telephone, I understand. That's the only way. But then, interpersonal communication or cross-functional teams communication, it has to be open communication. All right? Good.
Like the first game, the number game was very good. Like the all the green and my learning is like how to handle panic. When I saw if someone is in panic, and I know yes, I can feel, I can stamp the number, and I can continue. This is something like teamwork. When you know the team member is in trouble, we can help and we can complete the team activity. And second is just regarding the ladder. So I was not this hard, and I was doing the blind. No, only 2 steps. You have to only 2 steps is remaining. Then I realized it was not 2, it was 20.
Ladder don't have 20 steps. What are you saying? Okay.
So I did that team cheering.
Any connection with what's in
Yeah, the Spanish thing I think will be more useful, like in day-to-day life. If I feel like my team member is Spanish and I maybe can help here.
You don't know people panic when they see you come.
But that's good. That's good. As a manager, as long as people are coming to you, you are in business. The day people stop coming to you, understand something is wrong. If people are not coming to you. Okay.
My experience with that was the activity, that ball and cup ball activity. It was actually really frustrating earlier. How could we just that ball will race till until cup? And we thought, rather just thinking on it, we'll go ahead. Whatever goes, we'll have to do it. So we'll try at least. So nearly we had reached, but unfortunately we could not do it.
Is temper a problem with you?
No.
then it shouldn't be. I mean, that's frustrating, but I mean, as long as it's not going into temperamental kind of, outburst, it's okay. Because that activity frustrates one and all. Okay? And first 15 minutes is like, किसने गिराया? किसने गिराया ball? How many goals your team?
The worst part is the last time.
Your team did best among the activities. Is
First time,
this
वो ball
activity, somehow something didn't work. So I really want your team to focus on what did work and what you could have done better. Sometime during office, if you're sitting, think, because balance three activities, you're in almost top. One you top, and other two you're like tied up with some other team. This activity 0 is something like, the demotivation has taken a stall. Was it your first activity? After Save the World, first activity. And as Anu said, that was the activity apparently so easy. चल यार अच्छा हुआ पहला ये मिला है ना वो उधर चढ़ने करने का है सब उससे पहला ये कर लेते हैं like, and then delusionment starts happening. And people start wondering, वो क्यों नहीं रहा है यार? इतना simple है, हमारे लेके जाना है, and what's not happening, Okay.
My experience basically was breaking my limits, what I can do and what I was not able to do.
That was one of our theme. We really wanted people to realize that this is not the upper limit, you can go beyond. You can go beyond. You saved that word and it suits me. Good.
The task of ladder, I tried it first. I thought that there is some technique to be used. So I tried it first with pulling all my body weight with my arms. It was like, no, this is not the right way. Then I tried it the second time. I tried it pushing by my legs. I got the task completed. I was happy for my team. Like my team cheered for me that I did the task. I was happy. Then, but at the it was all
See, if you ask me, the teams who did some goals, okay, they managed to do. The teams who didn't do the goals, they have the maximum learning. Because now you can reflect back. What were those area of opportunities that you missed out? What were those points where you could have, done something different? Remember I told you about learning to break the rules? You people were actually following the rules. You people were actually, aisa hi karna hai. Can there be any other way? And stepping back. When ball is spilling, this is a law of attraction, law of expectation as well. You're expecting, लगता तो नहीं है यार, ball वहाँ तक जाएगा. पहले 15 मिनट के बाद में you kind of, it is fixed in your mind, नहीं होगा. And then नहीं होगा के साथ में जो efforts है, बस वो नहीं होगा ही result आने वाला है.
Actually, it's a very good point. So I just want to say that, the minute you start thinking, a negative mindset comes in, it just pulls you down. And whatever effort you put in that direction, it just doesn't come back to that thing. We all know, we've all worked on projects. We've done that, the start on a high, then it just starts going downhill. And because it's going downhill, you get even more frustrated and this keeps going downhill from there. Nobody has to take a ball
Mindset. Stepping back. We call that technique as stepping back, take a stock of situation, and then just go ahead.
So my takeaway was the teamwork and taking ownership. The game was the electric one, the lifting one. So all our team was scared to lift the Ashok. So we take the ownership and we put all our teamers work together and we are lifted the heavy person.
I don't know if you will analyze, Ashu's weight may be about 5 or 7 kgs more than the heaviest person in the second heaviest person in the team. But then somehow Ashu believes, मेरा तो कुछ नहीं हो सकता है. ये लोगों का मेरे को दया आता है. So guys, am I right somewhere? Yeah. And that is being taken, the message is taken by people, and then they say, boss, मतलब वो आशु की तरफ नहीं देखेंगे, एक दूसरे को देखेंगे. Are you ready? I am also ready. Let's take it.
The credit goes to Nagendra sir for that. He said that we should lift it.
Yeah.
So due to his sake, we all were inspired. So we
It's simple, yaar. It's simple. I don't know. I mean, if I would have shown you that one small demonstration, Ashu, if you can come. It's the belief that works, you know. You just have to stand like this, okay, like this. Okay, I'm just, just relax. This is a typical casualty carrying during disaster management, okay. Ashu, just completely relax, okay. Don't worry about your hands.
Close your body.
Just relax. Yeah, pura aa jao.
Pura.
See, how much is the weight? 90, around 90. I'm also 90 kgs, but maybe I'm not appearing, 90 kgs because of my height, because of whatever. So it's so easy to lift someone once you take that person on the back. If you've seen that demonstration before, maybe it is easy to understand. Okay, yeah, I mean, एक आदमी उठा सकता है तो 4-5 आदमी आराम से उठा सकते हैं. That way. Good. Thanks, Ashu. I hope back is okay. My back is gone. Yeah. So you finished?
In Slackline, my aim was like I should finish my task too fast and I should get appreciation for that. And in that, I was failed once when I'm doing that. So I learned from that I should have some patience when someone is giving me task or someone is believing me. I will complete that task. So I should get some patience, and that same thing I will make sure when I am working.
Absolutely. It was individual point, okay? This is the mindset he went through the activity, keeping that, mindset intact. Did you express it to your team? I really want to get appreciation. I really want to do it the best way.
It's not like that, but my aim was that I should complete that fast.
Okay.
He was blindfolded for that task, basically. So, his effort is appreciated.
Absolutely.
Did it for the team.
Absolutely. Good.
Yeah, actually, overall experience is really very good. See, I'm a less talkative person, but while doing the activities, I'm just giving those inputs and people are welcoming those suggestions. So I'm become very confident at that time. And overall, I've seen in all those activities, the teamwork, coordination, and planning is more important things. And that's all.
Okay, the best emotions I felt while honey drops itself.
I know what that is.
The score reflects it. Okay, so of course then the first activity which we did was
Save the world, a number.
no,
Like the
Sotomai.
yeah. So we did a lot of planning and it turned well in the execution. So similarly we thought we planned well, I think so, but it didn't turn out like that. So it was a lot of frustration, okay, a lot of panic going on because we were kind of reaching there but we are still not there. So but no one actually bursted out, okay, everyone knew that they were panicking from inside, but they hold their nerves till the last moment and we got at least one with that. And one of the best learning which I got is amongst all the activities that your team is as fast as your slowest one.
Yeah.
Slowest team member.
The speed of the team is always equal to the slowest person.
Exactly. So you cannot ignore any team member's growth. If you feel that he's slow, just ignore him. Let's move ahead. You cannot do that. Everyone has to be on the same page so that your team goes ahead.
Very good.
So this is what I can take on.
That's a good observation, and it's universal. And where did you observe this in during that slackline? Sotomai.
I didn't know. Ladder.
Ladder.
So I think so many people felt that okay, we can do it, but a bit slow. But we felt that. We could have kind of reached at a higher number, but yes.
In project, they call something like the bottlenecks.
Yes.
These are the bottlenecks you need to come over, and here you're dealing with an individual.
Yeah.
So the best thing that you can do there is motivate,
Yes,
encourage,
exactly.
and motivate. Good. Yeah. Ahead.
My overall experience is good. What I can take away from this session is something the teamwork planning and execution, and again the, I can say, the efforts which need to be put while planning, while execution, and of course the dedication towards the entire activity.
As my overall experience is much good, but I just felt that we cannot do much more in the 100 round, as most of the team members are not coordinating with each other. So that's why we choose some leadership. We make the plan perfect, but we are not able to execute that plan due to the coordination. So that we made that one point in the last 5 minutes when we do all our coordination perfectly. So that's why the takeaway is that even if there is a plan, the plan must be executed in a proper way. Then only we can going to get the result. Otherwise, there are nothing.
Yeah, I would like to add something to this. The plan that is flexible is a plan that has a chance to go towards a conclusion, towards whatever vision you have decided. Just tell me, before learning cycling, you must have learned cycling, bicycle chalana. Did you make any kind of plans? Why? You should have. And then just to your surprise, you would have realized there is no planning required. If you ask me, in honey drops, only one planning required. That's who's going to put that ball in the goal post. That's all. Finisher. Starters and sustainers, all those people are there. Honey drops is the activity. It is learning new skill, practicing hard, mastering it, and eventually performing. Anyone can come at any number. Initially I saw people making, you are number 1, you are number 2, and they made a line and all that. Doesn't matter. Just doesn't matter. So don't feel that you failed in honey drops because there was no planning. Probably that movement from inertia, okay, abhi ho raha hai, nahi ho raha hai, abhi somewhere in the mind you kind of believe that now it's not going to happen, okay, and then let me be just participate in the ritual of whatever is happening. The moment you believe that, nothing will happen. The moment you believe that last time when I passed out the ball and this time I'm am I doing better than last time? If yes, that is good. How can I do it even better? What is it? What are the nuances? What are the small things, the micro planning? What are the small things that are not working? And that you have to work on, and that you have to keep on mastering. Sachin Tendulkar once answered, every extra cover drive that I play is different than the previous one. And we say it's a master class. He is doing it differently. It appears effortless only when you achieve mastery in that. Look at yourself, while doing honey drops, most of you must have reached at least 1 steal the glass, even the team that has done 0, somewhere near the glass. What happens every time you do restart, there is that different learning and different experience. We all want to do well in life, and our next effort is always going to be better than the previous one. The question is it going towards the result? Are we getting those numbers? And if not, what is it that we need to do to get those numbers? That's very important. Putting in efforts doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter as long as you're not focusing on just getting your results. I'm not saying efforts may कमी छोड़ो और results के पीछे भागो. Efforts को fine tune, hone them to the extent that the result will become second nature. 4th round, save the world. My words to all you teams were that you have done it once. Let's find out it was not a fluke. Let's find out that you can repeat this success. That's important. That's very important. Person can learn much more from success than failure. And we always have a tendency to say that we learn only from failures. McDonald's, a case study. They realized that this is what works at one place. They analyzed it to the point and they implemented same success, same system everywhere. So you go in McDonald's kitchen, not a single thing is available in market. Everything is custom made. Somehow they realize this is needed for success. So analyzing success or learning from success is equally important. Equally important. Right? And reaction towards those feelings and frustration, that is something that we really need to check on. Failure is always a short-term failure. In nature, there doesn't exist anything such as failure. There is only feedback. That's one of our NLP presuppositions. There is only feedback, no failure. A common example, the way you understand. Cat and mouse. We know that cat has to run after mouse, catch a mouse, grab mouse and eat it. That's dinner, lunch, supper, whatever you call it. It so happened that one cat is running after mouse, running here and there, and like solid chase happening, like, gunde ke piche police bhag raha waisa, and eventually mouse is caught by cat. And now cat is sitting there having that mouse. She immediately starts thinking, probably, is that good? Wow, aaj ka khana ban gaya. Abhi, I'll feel better. I was feeling weak and now I've got the meal, I'll feel better. वो सब thought process में शायद mouse हाथ से निकल जाता है. अभी गया, निकल गया mouse. So you guys have to tell me, what is it that cat is thinking? Or she will be thinking, she must be thinking at that time. Mouse चले गया. What are the thoughts?
Why didn't I kill
दूसरा
it?
पकड़ लो. What else?
I
I can catch the second one. Yeah, there's optimism. Okay, what else?
When I catch the second one, I'll kill it before thinking.
Sure, I'm going to kill it. And what else? Do you think
I think she will directly start approaching mouse without thinking much, because it is the nearest mouse currently she has. Probably she.
That has gone probably. That has gone beyond reach. She wouldn't know. She's sitting there. She's sitting there thinking, what happened? What just happened? Do you think she'll feel frustrated?
Yes.
Disappointed?
Yes.
Absolutely giving literal bad words to herself that ये यार जब भी हाथ में आया था तभी खा लेना चाहिए था. Thought वगैरह बाजू में रख के. And guess what? The right answer is, she is not designed to think. Right answer is, she will simply shrug and go after another mouse. It doesn't matter, is it the same or the other one? So her reaction to failure is, go for another one. In nature there is no failure. We, instead of that, बॉल गिर गया तो सबका चेहरा देखने जैसा था. किसने तेरे को कितने बार बोला भाई पैसा मत पकड़, पैसा पकड़, क्या क्या नहीं हो रहा था. एक बार बॉल गिरने के बाद में लेक्चर बाजी and free consultation was happening all throughout. I think to a couple of teams I was trying to tell, keep your mouth shut, ball has a better chance to reach the goal. And silent zone meant what? It meant the same thing.
I was supposed to say that. I think the silent zone was more, result oriented than where we were actually talking.
You know why? You know why? Because that time people just don't have anything else to do. They mind their own business.
Yes.
And when they have to mind their own business, they do it 100%.
I think that was very good option, silent zone, because there people were giving good results.
True. Sorry, please carry on.
So overall, maybe I would say we learn to different things, but we did the thing differently. Maybe how? Because maybe like throughout at least maybe all team maybe they plan their activity, how they are going to execute. They would have tested their activity, then they executed, plan, test, execution, then failure and lesson learned. So based on lesson again, area of improvement, they again replan the entire activity, again executed, and then finally achieved the goal. So maybe everybody, I'm sure everybody would have started talking a very, very big word like, planning, direction, objectives,
alignment. So everybody, in our team and everybody's team started, talking heavy words. So that implies that we try to do the thing differently, but honestly, what we did today, I mean, छोटा बच्चा भी कर सकते हैं ऐसा हम लोग को लग रहा था कि क्या है ये भाई नंबर तो पैर तो रखना है यार, but I mean, so what we did, it's not a different thing, but what we did is something very different things, do the thing differently. If we do the thing different, then we will achieve something different. If we do the same thing, we will get the same thing. We will achieve the same thing.
Why did you choose to become blindfolded while going on the ladder, and what was your thought?
Yes.
When you really couldn't do it, you left it halfway, you came down and your blindfold was removed. What was it?
Okay. Because in the first activity, I don't know the name of that activity, that's the bottle wala activity. So in that activity, that Lakshman was blind man. So I felt that what is my role in that? Because at the end, the critical position and the person who is holding blind man, that person and the blind man, two persons are doing the critical job for that particular activity. So then I felt I'm not doing anything challenging because I can see everything, and I just need to jump. I just need to put my legs on someone's back and just jump. That's not a great thing. So I thought let's try something new, and why can't I just do the blind and just try?
If I were to be your boss, I would have increased your targets by 300%. Yeah, you're demanding challenge, and that is the only way to grow. I'm not saying it as a matter of joke. If you're demanding challenge, that is the only way of growth. And you went out of your way. I'm glad that you told me why you became blindfolded. One is out of team says tu banna yaar, tu banna. So main ban gaya. Second is the thought process behind it. What else I can do currently in this current position? What else I can do that will satisfy with that challenging being within me, or the person that needs adventurous, kind of events. So that's good. That's excellent.
I think it comes from his heart.
Yeah.
Just for everybody, Janak is a guy who's from an information security team. He has only that experience. But very soon, in just a short period, he's also managing a desktop team which he has no experience. But I think it's that same thing, a challenge and ready to accept the challenge. That kind of
Absolutely. Well done.
Before getting into this activity, I thought maybe there won't be any significant takeaway, but I was wrong. Because especially for the honey drop activity, we kept on failing. We constantly tried to put the ball in the glass, but we couldn't do it. In the particular 12th hour, there was hardly 5 to 7 minutes left, but still we kept on trying, and finally we achieved it. So the takeaway was never give up, keep on trying.
Yeah, actually today I have learned that from these activities, how to work as a team member. From in slackline, कि एक बंदा चल रहा है तो उसको सपोर्ट करने के लिए पीछे खड़े होते कि चल मैं सपोर्ट करना.
Good. In the back?
I'm not very so.
Yeah, in the back.
Today my experience is so nice, and in Honeytop game we are having education plans, team coordination, but we are not even in first 25 minutes we were not able to score single point. After 25 minutes we think we have to, one person will monitor the process and he will guide who will be the next person to catch the ball. After executing this process we have scored one count. So today I realized that what is role of manager who manage the task with education plans. So
somewhere you're correcting this activity with the boxes.
So with education plans.
Okay, fine. Point taken. Next.
As of now, I have learned a lot of things of this activity because group discussions, teamwork इससे बहुत था मतलब नहीं यार तू ये कर पाएगा कर तू कर मतलब supportiveness बहुत था इसमें.
We learn from this activity. Main thing is that we got idea about what all our strength and weakness. Okay. then what we have learned that we are getting so many thoughts from so many of my team members. That means everyone is giving different thoughts, and we pick up the what we thought will be beneficial for us. Like that, if we are doing the work with the teamwork, and if we are getting different thoughts, then we can make that process very much better. That we got from this.
Was there anyone stopping you so far doing all those things at your office? Yeah, but somehow, this kind of activity, you really feel that okay, if it can be done this way, that will be great.
Right.
All the activity requires proper planning. In team, all type of member having, some member having good positive quality and negative quality. Understanding the positive quality of particular person and deciding what task need to assign on particular person.
आज जितने भी जो सुबह से टास्क हुए उससे मुझे ग्रुप डिस्कशन जो टीम लीडर एज अ सपोर्ट को जो डिस्कशन होता है वो तो होता ही है अपना जो काम करते हैं हर टाइम से वो ग्रुप डिस्कशन होता है वो सब पर इससे ये पार्ट ऑफ द सिविल डिफेंस जब भी अपन जहाँ से कोई काम अभी ये बेसिक किया हमने अभी जैसे सीढ़ी पे जाके एक पर्सन कोई अटका है कोई कौवा या बिल्ली ऐसा ऊपर अटका हुआ है जैसे हम लोग को सीखना पड़ता है ये जब फायर कभी बाहर अभी ये बेसिक कर दी जैसे ऑफिशियली कभी कोई प्रॉब्लम हुआ जब भी फायर हो गया तो इसमें से ये सीखना होता है यहाँ से एक पर्सन को उठा के दूसरे जगह पे लेना यहाँ से मुझे तो आई थिंक लगता है कि ये तो मुझे सीखने को मिला आज कि साथ साथ टीम वर्क रहता है कोई तो ऐसा रहता है कि अकेला नहीं रहता एक को देख के दूसरा तो तैयार होता है इसमें से मैं नहीं कर पाता कोशिश तो करता है कि भाई इस बंदे को मैं इसके पावर की जरूरत है तो जो जाड़ा आदमी रहता है तो सपोर्ट करता है कि भाई हाँ भाई इसको कोई पावर की जरूरत है तो जाड़ा आदमी इस जैसे सपोर्ट करके भाई उसको मदद करके ये जगह से लेके उस जगह से उससे टीम वर्क भी होता है तो ये आदमी ने बहुत सीखा है
I think very this point of view. Whoever in your team is, whoever it is, I think you can achieve your goals. I think that is very important. आज to be very frank, मेरे टीम में आज जो भी था वो मेरे टीम से एक भी बंदा नहीं था उसमें and I was like क्या है but I think together in just 5 to 10 minutes for that first thing we came so close, we attached so many something like a good bond, we created a good bond. I think we need to identify how can we create a good bond around us so that the result can be anything. It can be failure, it can be you can pass it, but if you try again and again you will definitely get a positive result. Important thing is people bonding is happening very nicely. And if we have multiple such kind of this thing, I think people the way they are interacting in office, it will change very fast. Probably there will be bonding will be very tight.
Abhijit, just taking on that one point from Abhijit, and the fact that he's other different people, but we were.
I am thankful for that. I am thankful for that.
The fact is, if you are all aligned to a common goal and everybody's all passionate towards that common goal and beginning is the key thing, I think then getting people together or rallying people behind you is easier.
Of course, definitely when people come together, there is one goal and that is definitely to win it. But that is the definite thing we have to do. But ये तो होता ही रहेगा. Result जब तक आएगा नहीं तब तक तुम्हारा कुछ फायदा नहीं. So result is always there, but important is with that result how you are getting bounded with it. For me that was very different experience. So I don't want to speak. That was great.
So the overall experience was very funny and learning.
Go ahead, yeah. Let me tell you, your tongue was about to touch your nose while to travel on that slack line.
Yeah. So I'll talk about that activity also. So it was quite a fun and learning activity. It reminds me my college days because after leaving the college days, I don't find anywhere such kind of activities happens when you learn the teamwork and getting into such activities where you find the qualities of other people. The one thing I felt bad was the very first activity after Save the World was slackline. So I thought, I should initiate, because it was not very much heighted patti. So I should initiate that thing. When I went up, my legs were shivering very badly.